Hi, it's Steve with Coin Stuff I Like, and I want to share another relatively new purchase and a new third party grading company return. This one is an 1889, a nicely toned, at least in my eyes, nicely toned Morgan dollar, and it's a VAM, possibly a VAM 7A in that series, and I'll get into that. Why the question mark? So this is one I purchased this from Kevin at Coins Making Sense, who has an auction along with Tiny from Tiny Numismatics as the auctioneer and Bassman as the moderator on Wednesday evenings. A Wednesday evening, so 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, pretty much every Wednesday. And I picked this one up from that auction. It was in an Annex MS64 holder. I got it for $110. I thought it was a very, very good deal. And it was a very good deal. Um, but I also had, after getting it, I had this thought. You got to be careful of those thoughts, by the way. Uh, I had this thought, well, oh, this is really nice toning. If I could get this at 64, maybe even bump it to 65 in a PCGS holder, I might be able to resell this, especially with that toning. Um, and I did. I submitted to PCGS. It came back as a 64. So it just crossed at the same grade from Annex to PCGS. So if you go strictly by the grade, I'm a little underwater here after 110 plus the PCGS grading fees and shipping and so forth. But maybe the toning adds a little value to the right person. Um, so nevertheless, I'm really happy. It looks beautiful. Um, it has great luster under this nice original skin here, and a little bit more luster here, where is a little bit less skin, but really nice rim toning here on the reverse. Um, so when you wobble this, it is really nice luster. It's a very nice looking coin. And another plug for Kevin, Coins Making Sense. He usually puts up some pretty nice items. So take a look at that auction. So this one here, again, as I like to look at the coins and see if I could pick up a VAM. And this one here sort of fits into the VAM 7A, 7B here, and there's also the 23 that was before that. But this one here has a date with the high 9. It also has a die chip here at the 8, which a 7A has. But it also has a die chip over here on this 8. So that's a little curious. But otherwise, the date matches. The in Liberty there is a little dot down here, which is part of the markers right here in the lower right arm of the R. There's a dot here. There's also some die polish lines here in the TRTY, but this dot is characteristic as a good marker. So again, check. It has some die polish lines here between the cap and the hair, which is another check. A little bit of ear doubling down here, another check. So there's a lot of things checking this one off to make it consistent with that die or that die pair 7A. But 7A, 7B is supposed to have a clash markup here on the reverse. And try as I might look at different light angles and so forth, there is nothing here on this reverse. So, as far as I can tell, and I'm not a VAM expert, this one here does not match what I'm seeing in terms of the various iterations. And there's a number of iterations, die pairs and various class die stages with clashes of that 23 and 7 series from 1980 or 1889. So I'm a little bit baffled, and I'm gonna just have to live with it because I'm PCGS doesn't attribute 7As. Um, as far as I know, CACG doesn't. I'm not sure about NGC. I'm not going to send stuff to NGC. So I could send it to Annex, but I'm not going to change it from an MS64 Annex MS64 with no attribution to PCGS MS64 back to Annex just to get an attribution. So that's going to have to I'm going to have to live with that. So beautiful coin now in a PCGS MS64 holder. Thank you for allowing me to share that relatively new purchase and certainly new return from PCGS with you. I'll once again say buy stuff you like, but be smart about what you buy. And note to self, be smart about how you distribute things to grading companies. So there you have it. Thank you for allowing me to share that. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.